Okay, so apparently I have to re-educate some people. This obviously goes without saying, but I will say it. There is no offense given. I'm not trying to offend you, I'm just trying to educate you. There is no such thing as a Nazi party anymore, okay? We got rid of them during World War II. The only ones left over were the SS officers that had an education that our government realized we could use. We took those officers and employed them, such as von Braun, who was an SS officer who became the head of NASA. Those were the real Nazis, okay? The ones that wore the uniform and actually got paid to do such. Those don't exist anymore. Okay, just because someone walks around with a flag and claims they're a Nazi does not make them a Nazi, and by you giving them that credit is a problem. Because then they obviously not you specifically, but when people start giving them that credit, they feel justified. So here's what's really going on. There's a bunch of groups, okay? Well, before I get into the groups, let me just say, I've already typed it, but I'd like to reiterate myself. If you go to the store, the Army-Navy store, and buy some surplus ACUs, and an American flag. Then you fly on over to Germany, and you walk down the streets of Germany in ACUs and an American flag. Are you an American soldier? No, you're not. You're not. Unless you're getting a paycheck from DFAS, you're not. If you don't know what DFAS is, Google it. If you're not getting a paycheck from DFAS for wearing that outfit, then you're just a boy playing a game, okay? You're just trying to be somebody you're not for attention. That's what they are doing. Yes, they're neo-Nazis, neocons, liberals, the whole nine. Black Lives Matter now into the groups. What it all boils down to is no matter what group you are a part of, whether it's a fake, and the guys that were there are alt-right, okay? They claim to be white supremacists. They agree with the Nazi ideology, but they are not Nazi soldiers. They are not Nazi SS officers. Stop calling them that, because that's not what they are. They are people playing a game. Okay, just because they share ideology does not make them get a paycheck from the German government to come over here and fight the axis of evil and the Allies. I mean, it's insanity. Stop it. No matter what group you claim to be, whether you're yourself, which I'm guessing is just kind of in the middle, or Black Lives Matter, which is kind of on the left, and white supremacist, which is kind of on the right, all the way to the right, and all the way to the left. No matter what group you're part of, you fall in a category left to right. Okay, you got the left wing, the right wing, and then the alt-left and the alt-right. Those are the extremists, the white supremacists, the Black Lives Matter. Both groups go out and cause violence. Antifa, very far left, shutting down free speech. But again, the whole reason I made this video, which is insane to me if you think about it, because this all started with a lie. This all started with a lie that Donald Trump... What was the quote? Let's see. I'm going to have to check. That Donald Trump defended a racist terrorist group. That's where this all started, and that has been debunked by me personally just a few hours ago. It's a lie. It is a lie. Stop lying. Stop pretending. To sit there and say if it walks like a Nazi and acts like a Nazi, it is a Nazi? Well, no. If you're going to get technical, it doesn't matter. Because maybe you walk like a retard and act like a retard, but that doesn't mean you're retarded. Right? I might call you retarded, but that doesn't mean you actually are. So, you need to stop it. And you know, it brings me to this insane thought, because I know when I was in school learning about the Civil War, and I always heard stories about brothers going against brothers in the Civil War, you know, one side with the North, one side with the South, and I always thought to myself, how could that be? How could family members who are blood related go against each other because of these thought processes? And actually, I'm starting to see why now. I mean, you, as well as your brother, both grew up and have been indoctrinated by the New England liberal academic system and media and all of that. And I got out of that, thank God, and realized what's really going on in the world. And now it's like we're at each other's throats, which makes no sense to me. It makes no sense to me. So I'll let it go here, because I don't see the point of rambling on any more than I already have. But no, they're not Nazis. You're wrong. You're wrong. Your brother was wrong. You were both wrong. You don't have to admit it. I know it. It's good enough for me.